100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat this competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
We go tonight. Right 20. Check 43. Got the screen.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Here's Goff. Now they can't bring him down. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and a yard. Goff. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. Throwing on second and long. Murray flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Let's go now. Check. Hey, hold on. Alert 3. Check.
Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on fourth down last year, but they'll try it here.
4 down. 24 is the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Delta. What you got, Heavy?
They're going for it. It's Murray. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. From the gun, here's Gone. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our cameraman, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Michael Brockers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15.
59 Mike, check, 59.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Brockers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's going to let it go deep. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here's Gurley. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Now you won. 5.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Out of the gun. Gone. He gets it to Cooks. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 13-7. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks them up.
And avoids the turnover. Terrell Suggs. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. This is Johnson. He's got it. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Before this season started, Johnson said this new offensive system would allow him to really be effective in the passing game. He actually likened it to 2016 when he had almost 900 receiving yards. He said one of his goals is to become the third player in league history to hit 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season. They also noted that he's really comfortable in this scheme. It's like his days, his college days at Northern Iowa when he was part of a team that faced out of the shotgun with a running quarterback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Johnson running right. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Rams 14.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Murray going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Corey Littleton able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A 32-yard attempt.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays and only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Bird to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 4 down. I got 11.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Johnson's got it complete. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
an interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Now Johnson. John Johnson, one of the leading tacklers from the safety position in the NFL, there to make the stop. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. Micah Kiser was in on the tackle. Murray going to try to throw on third down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll run on first down. It's Grant. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. Second and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Here's Murray, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocking.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
We all free. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Johnson, it's poked free. Football's out. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
We ain't giving them nothing today. Mike 5'9".
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Michael Brockers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. If you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game now. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, but it's going to be 2nd down.
March 43. Come on, baby. DC. 43 is the mic. He's tired of me. Value 3.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
Super. Hey, Alpha. Yeah, we're close. 12.
On first down, it's gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Watch
Second and 10. Goff again. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed. And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option. And they're right down here looking for 6. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Cardinals take over the 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Bust through the tackle. Escaping the pressure right. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Eluding the pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him. On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead. Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 32-yard line.
Come on, go. Line 20. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On On the toss, it's Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Check. Super. Check. Smooth. 2 for 1.
Now gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, let's go. Just Joe Brown.
Here we go on 4th. Gone. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Los Angeles, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO. Oh, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend a day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. This shorty, she support, living up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots. No please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride? Never tired. You will never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out. Hit the gym. Hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard. On the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard. On the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.